Good morning, Adrian Thomas with WizKids Tech. Today I'm going to be walking through Outlook 2016, some key commands and shortcuts. And I'm gonna jump right through this little training video. It's recorded, it's posted on YouTube as well, so feel free to pause, rewind, fast forward as you see fit. A couple things before I get started. You can see on my screen I've got Outlook, my application open. I'm in the Mail view with my navigation bar down here. Mail, calendar, contacts, tasks. Additional options here are notes and folders. So right down the line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Up here is my toolbar at the top of my screen. I'm in the Home tab, Send and Receive, Folders, View, Add-ins, PDF option. Let's go back to the Home tab, Toolbar. My folder pane, my inbox, and my reading pane. And finally, my quick access toolbar at the very top. You can see some options here. That's called your quick access toolbar. So the first thing I'm going to cover is regarding the navigation pane, the bottom left of your screen down here. And key commands to increase productivity, reduce the time it takes to mouse across your screen, get in the right area, moving from mail to calendars to contacts, essentially. So what you're going to do is press Control and the correlating number to the option that you want. So hold Control, and press 1 is going to correlate with your mail option. Control 2, calendar. Control 3, contacts. And Control 4, your tasks. And I'm actually doing those as I walk through them. I wasn't clicking my mouse. So just to move my mouse and show you, Control 1, back to mail, Control 2, calendar, Control 3, contacts, Control 4, your tasks. Now that we have that covered, let's go back to Control 1 for mail. And let's say we want a new mail message. There's a couple ways you can do that. I'm going to cover the universal way first, which is Control Shift M, the letter M on your keyboard, M as in Mary, and it just popped up in my second monitor. So that's what popped up there. Let's close that out. Control Shift M, new mail message. I have my to, my CC, my BCC, and my send option, subject, regular email message that just popped up there. Now, since I'm in my mail tab, I'm in this tab here, I can also do Control N, and Control N is gonna do a new item within the pane, the view pane that you're in. So let's do Control 2 for calendar, Control N. I just had Control N open a new message when I was in mail, but now that I'm in calendar, Control N is going to open a new appointment. Let's close that out. Also want to show you here while I'm in the mail option, calendar option, creating a new appointment. We just did Control N. It's going to create a new appointment when you're in the calendar view. If you're not in the calendar view, you can do Control Shift A, and that's going to give you the option to create a new appointment. Subject, location, date, and time. Save and close. That's going to save on my calendar. So let's do test, remote, save and close. You can click that. To save and close or to send a message, maybe send a meeting request, the shortcut for that is Alt S, Alt on your keyboard, and S. Let's just minimize that window so I have the keyboard down here below just to see and correlate with what I'm talking about. I have my new piece of appointment here. I can save and close it. It's going to land on my calendar. I can also press Alt S, and that's going to save. If that was, Here we go. Test remote. If that was a piece of mail, Alt S would send it. If it were a meeting request, that too, Alt S would send that meeting request. And the shortcut to open a new meeting request is similar to creating a new appointment. You're going to do Control Shift Q. Easy to remember. Meeting request Q. I don't know if that helps at all. Control Shift Q. And here I have my to line, so I can enter my addresses, my contacts, subject, location, and send. Again, the shortcut for send is Alt S, and that would send as an appointment. Okay, let's recap what we just covered. So our navigation pane, the shortcuts between them, Control 1 for mail, Control 2 for calendar, Control 3 for contacts, Control 4 for tasks. We can also go into Control 5, which isn't displayed there. That's in Notes. And Control 6 just adds your folders. And this is really handy actually, knowing Control 6, because whether I'm in my inbox, my calendar, let's go to calendar and press Control 6. Now I have my inbox folders. And what's really neat is if I'm in my calendar, let's grab this item here on my calendar. I can drag and drop into my inbox. Let's just drag and drop into my inbox. And now that converted it to an outbound email message. I can send this to Adrian Thomas at Outlook, and I'm gonna press Alt S and send that off. And that just sent it like an ordinary piece of mail. It did not send it for a meeting request, however. So again, to do that, we're in the calendar option down here. We're in calendar view. And to pull up my folders on the left side of the window, I press Control 6. You just saw my calendars pop up there, or my folders, excuse me, pop up there. I have my inbox, drafts, sent, archive. Maybe I want to archive this. Drag it in my archive folder, and it is going to send as a piece of mail. Don't send. All right. Okay, so let's go back to our inbox, Control 1, shortcut for your inbox. And okay, so I have this Amazon Web Service invitation to an online conference. I want to put this on my calendar so I don't forget it. I actually want to follow up with it. Maybe I want to add some more detail about it, or maybe I want to talk to a colleague about it. I can drag this piece of mail onto my calendars right here. What that's going to do is going to open up an appointment reminder that's going to fall on the date and time that I select for follow-up. Let's say today at 1 to 1:30, location, conference call, and I can add a note here, talk to team about attending. Save and close, and now that is on my calendar. Control 2, shortcut to calendar for 1 p.m. 1 to 1:30, here it is. If I need to bump this out, I can drag it, drop it, open it up, change the date altogether, change the time. Maybe I want to include some attendees. I just go to meeting, add attendees. Since I already did that, there we go. You haven't sent this as a meeting yet. I have not. I can delete it. And yes. To undelete, shortcut is Control Z. and that did not want to do anything. Control 6, I can go into deleted items, grab this and recall it, move this back to my calendar, and there we go, back on my calendar. Let's go back to inbox. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple things in responding to mail. I'm on this Amazon Web Services. What I can do here, if I want to reply to this email really quickly, I can do reply all, but also the key command for that is Control R. And now I'm responding to AWS marketing email replies. Let's discard that, do it again. So Control R is replying to a piece of mail. You can also reply as a appointment. So let's say we're discussing going back and forth an email, landed on a date. Great, let's get together. And I'm going to just quickly send that as an email response. That's going to be Control Alt R. So now I'm replying as a meeting request. And let's say conference call, enter your number for the call, and send. That's going to reply to the sender, carry over the same subject line. I just entered a location, and you can see it has my date, my time. I can say we said the 5th at 12 and send. And that will send the meeting request in that same thread of the conversation, which is pretty nice. So you can see that all that content down here in that initial message was just carried over when I replied as a meeting request. Let's close that out. Don't save changes. Again, we did that in the mail option. Had a piece of mail. We're discussing in this conversation here. I'm going to do Control Alt R. Reply as a meeting request. Enter your location. It's not mandatory to have a location, just good practice. Just your date, your time, and send. Sends that to the sender you received the mail from. Close. Don't save changes. Great. So we covered quite a bit just now, from tabbing from your navigation pane, from mail to calendar to contacts, tasks, and even your additional options, notes, and folders. You can single click those options, but the real time saver here is really understanding that control and a number correlates to the options here. And it's good to just get familiar with it. It's not gonna break Outlook if you land on the wrong tab. So just Control 1 for mail, Control 2 for calendar, Control 3 for contacts, Control 4 for tasks, Control 5 for notes, Control 6 for your folders, Control 2 for calendar, Control 6 for folders. There we go. We also covered replying as a shortcut. Control R, reply, discard. We covered replying as a meeting request. Control Alt R, apply as a meeting request. Close that, don't save changes. And we also drag and dropped a piece of mail and turned that into an appointment. So just grab that piece of mail, drag it to your calendar. Opens up a new dialog window, which is the appointment window. And just enter a location. Again, not mandatory, but it just turned all that content in that email into an appointment. Move the date, save it. Let's actually just save and close this. Take a look at my calendar. I moved that to the 5th. And there it is, Costco Business Center. Boom. And we can delete that with the delete button, and it's gone. To recover that piece of mail, you can go to your deleted folder, go back to mail, deleted items, and here is that item we just deleted, and you can recover that by grabbing it again, dropping it onto your calendar. Let's go back to calendar. That was next week. There it is. I actually don't want that on my calendar, so I'm going to delete it and not recover it. Just to show you where you would go to recover that, again, go back to your mail, Control 1 for the shortcut, in my deleted folder, find that piece of mail. Okay, there we go. Drag it back onto my calendar, and there it is. Next, let's go into contacts. So your contacts is the third one from the left, so that's going to be Control 3. Here are my contacts. You can create a new contact group, and this is less of a shortcut, just really helpful to know if you're emailing many contacts within your organization or even outside your organization very regularly. Maybe you're on a board with an organization and you're emailing the same participants on that board. Let's go to up here in your tool ribbon at the top of your screen, Home tab, New Contact Group. And it drops you in this dialog box name. So you can actually name this. Let's call this WizKids Management. And hit enter. Just saved WizKids Management contact group. Now we're going to add members. Add members from Outlook contacts. And this is searching the address book contacts of Adrian at wizkidit.com. I have some other options. I can go to the entire organization, global address list, all address list, or just my inbox. So contacts or global address list. Let's go to global. Say we're going to add Michael. Finds Michael, filters, hit enter. Let's go to Kara, hit enter, and Andrew. Andrew Logie, Service Manager, enter. Hit OK. And it just saved those 3 contacts into WizKids Management, my contact group. Save and close. There we go. And what I just did, I created a contact group, so when I do create a new mail message, I can just enter WizKids Management in the to line, and it's going to auto-populate that contact group. So let's do this. Walk through creating a new mail message with a shortcut. If you recall what that shortcut is, Control-Shift-M. To WizKids Management, and that team there, you can see the plus sign, that has a number of contacts in it. Andrew, Kara, and Michael. I can edit. So just hovering over that contact option opens up this kind of convenient screen. I can open the contact card with this arrow pointing down there. Shows the members. I didn't save any notes, but that's where that would be displayed. My members, Andrew, Kara, and Michael. Edit. Have the option to edit that group. I can delete the group, save and close, add more members, remove members, and close. Let's close this piece of mail. No. To edit that group from your contact list, again, back down to the bottom left of your screen with your navigation pane, mail, calendar, contacts. We're in contacts. Let's scroll down to WizKids Management. Here's my group. Notes, members, send a piece of mail. If I right click their name, that group name, I can delete, move, create, forward contacts, edit content. Let's edit. I have my same window to edit, delete group, save and close, add members, remove members, send an email, send a meeting, close. And that is creating a new contact group. So let's right click and delete, and it simply deletes that contact group. Another shortcut I want to show you is creating an Office document. So rather than having to scroll down to the bottom of my screen, either go into an open application that I already have, or going into my search bar, my Windows search bar. When I'm in Outlook, I actually have the option to have a shortcut to open an Office document. That can be Word, Excel, PowerPoint. I'm going to show you how to do that. So create an Office document shortcut in Outlook is Control-Shift-H. Here's a new Microsoft Office document window that just popped up. Microsoft Excel, worksheet, a Word document, a PowerPoint. And simply select that option that you want, PowerPoint, OK. And that is going to open up a PowerPoint document. And I wanted to open up on my other screen. Here you go. Just open up right from that Outlook option. Let's close. Again, that was Control-Shift-H. PowerPoint, open. And close that application. So again, we just walked through another few items here in your contacts. So tabbing over to contacts, that's going to be, let's show you, Control-3. Shortcut to contacts. We created a new contact group. We name that group. Let's name it test. Hit enter. You can see up here untitled. Hit enter. Test. It just titled that contact group. We added a few members from the Outlook contacts. Let's add Michael. And OK. Now Michael is in that group. I can add more members. I can remove members. And it removes the highlighted members. Okay, let's delete that group. Yes. Yes. And we also opened up a new Office document. Control-Shift-H. Shortcut to open a new Office document. Microsoft PowerPoint. Hit OK. And there's a shortcut to open a new Office document. Quite a bit of content here. I know I was moving fast, but again, the magic of video, you can rewind, you can watch it again, pause it, and kind of grab what you need, kind of take away those key takeaways that are really helpful. I'm going to be covering a bit more content, some other videos from mobile applications, quick access toolbar, how to recall an email that was sent within your organization, and hopefully what you saw today helps a bit. Thanks for your time, and see you next time. Take care.